Welcome to the Prospered Soul podcast. This is episode 21. And during the initial launch of this podcast, I am outside actually with my dog today while I film this or record this. On this episode, I'm going to share some insights about trauma. And a little differently, maybe, than you have heard or you hear a lot. Because I think when people think now about trauma or somatic healing, they think about being in an abusive relationship or overcoming or surviving a narcissistic personality. But trauma can also come from an untimely death. And I had that with my mother. So when I say that, I specialize in helping ambitious, high-achieving, high-value women, entrepreneurial in nature, to navigate trauma or get back on track after experiencing trauma. I mean, for not just a toxic relationship like the marriage I was in or relationships that I've experienced. I mean also, and probably most importantly, well, I don't know if it's most importantly. I think it's all relative based on how you feel. But natural trauma, like when your mom dies or your father dies or someone close to you who was an integral part of your family unit is no longer on this planet, there is grieving, the whole grief process, the whole shock, misunderstanding, especially when you're little, and the whole absence and loss, what's lost, and the fears that come up. For me, I was already quite shy for some reason. As far as speaking up, I had a weak sense of self-worth, and I really struggled with trying to get validated externally, from out there, not inside of me. And I did eventually learn how to self-validate and self-heal. I did have to go on a healing journey. And so that's why I talk a lot about the healing journey. So my focus in my coaching business, I have this hair on my microphone that kept tickling me. My focus in my coaching business is the healing journey, along with business. Because you have to get up and do your thing. But if you're weighed down with sadness, life circumstances, obstacles, just different things that are happening in your life, it's kind of hard to create content, to, get out there and do sales calls, to promote yourself consistently. Even if you are the most ambitious person. So your mindset and your soul, that's why this is called the prospered soul. Your soul needs to be in a healthy place, or you need to know some tips and some strategies for how to get yourself to take that next step, or to get that energy to finish that thing or start that thing or whatever it is. Because if you are my ideal client, there is no way you're going to go and sit in a corner somewhere and wait for everything to be good and perfect. Yeah, you might struggle with perfectionism, but only in an overthinking sense. You're still going to end up doing what you're supposed to do. But you're not okay with not accomplishing your mission in this lifetime. And things have legitimately happened, and no, you shouldn't just act like it didn't. But you can still have an active traumatic situation happening, or something, you're not feeling good, or you could be going through something and still be moving through the course of operating your business at the same time, and then getting to a place to where you're getting more well and more whole. Bottom line is, you can continue to keep moving forward if you know how to do that. And that is what I'm called on this earth to help you with. To help you continue to keep moving forward irregardless of what's going on in your life. And to be able to make plans, to organize yourself and get yourself together in a way that you can handle what's going on, all the things that are going on. And initially I used to I am recording at home, so there's a lot of music I hear, or outside my neighbor is jamming. So initially, when I first in my life started getting myself together, even before I even got good at handling internally my internal world, I would ignore certain tasks, certain duties, not on purpose, but just because I didn't have the bandwidth to focus on those. And those, ironically, are situations that I am having to heal today, because it had to do with appearing as if I was giving favoritism to one family member instead of another, when in reality, I just didn't have the energy to handle everyone on an even playing field. Not until I discovered how to show up in a way where I could be supportive of everyone at the same time. I don't know if anyone ever can do that perfectly, but if you're a mother and you have more than one child, you're going to have to figure out how to love everyone, because children get tired of one child getting all the attention, and then if the child flourishes on negative attention, because that's the attention they can get, it gets to be lopsided really quick. So that's back to the toxic relationship side, where that's where you would see that occurring. If all days I'm always stepping outside, my neighbor wants to blast his car stereo. Anyway, I was going to just wrap this up. I just wanted to give some soothing comfort that it's possible for you to move forward and make progress with sad things that make you angry, things that cause you heartache to be occurring in your life. That is one of my focuses here, along with all of the common sense, practical application things that have to do, like how to use ClickUp, how to use Notion, how to set up a marketing strategy, a social media content strategy. All of those kind of things are coming too. But this is a hybrid of both. It is possible for you to do your life and do it well, and to heal and to be there for yourself and for others, and to be pretty proud and realize this journey. There is a way to maximize your journey. You don't have to go sit still in the corner. You can keep moving forward. All right, this has been real. I am going to sign off here. Thank you for listening. And remember, anything about me is going to be in the description. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow.